Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiana, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a designer handbag collection. So I have collected all of these over the course of maybe like 3 or 4 years, so I just thought I would go ahead and review them, show you the ones that I think are worth the money and the ones that you could probably skip if you wanted to. But that is what today's video is going to be. So before we get started, don't forget to subscribe down below, and then also follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. But without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. I am going to go in chronological order of when I bought them. So my very first purchase, actually I can't even say my first purchase. I got this for Christmas, and I think in 2020 or 2021, I believe. So my parents got this for me, and I had always wanted it. Really, I just wanted like something from Louis Vuitton because I know the pieces are like really timeless and pretty durable. So for me, being like pretty young, I knew like I was not really gonna take like the best care of the item and like bring it a lot of places. So I got the Speedy 25 Bandoulière in the Demier Ebene color. I think that's what you call this. And I also do have the matching card holder. I don't know where it is, but it's just like around somewhere. But this was my very first one, and I made sure to get the one with a little strap just because I don't like purses that you have to like hold in your hands, just because if I'm like shopping, I don't want to like do this or like be holding it the entire time. So I felt like the bandoulière was necessary. I'm pretty sure bandoulière means strap in like French, I think. I could be wrong, but it is adjustable on both sides. And I think, yeah, I have it on like the shortest possible setting just because I am kind of like a shorter person. So if I want to carry it like this, it hits at about my hip. And then if I want to do a crossbody moment, it's like right there. I don't like crossbody purses. I kind of just like, I don't know, it's like giving messenger bag, and that's not really my vibe. But with this one, I did get a bag organizer from Amazon, so it helps it keep the shape just because I don't like carry a ton of things in here. And honestly, I haven't used this bag in probably like 3 years. Like I used it very heavily when it was my first designer bag, and then after that I kind of just like, I don't know, I like stopped using it as much. I definitely should start again. But this is what it looks like, and it has the sides with the little key ring. I think the ones that aren't a bandoulière don't have this. I'm pretty sure that the bandoulière version is a couple $100s more than just like the regular Speedy. So it does make a pretty significant like price difference whether or not you get the one with the strap. But I personally would highly recommend the one with the strap, just, you know, if you want to go hands-free and stuff. But it does fit quite a bit. I would say that the one drawback is this center compartment is like pretty small on the 25, and I remember like I'd scratch my hand on the zipper just because like, especially if my hands are dry, it's not super comfortable to just like be sticking my hand in like a small zipper compartment. But overall, I would say this is like a solid first designer handbag, especially if you're like in college or maybe in high school, if you're like getting designer stuff in high school. But it's like elegant, timeless, and it pretty much goes with any outfit. It can be dressed up or down, but mainly for me, I would dress that one down. So moving on, we're gonna go to the second bag, and this one I actually did purchase myself with my own money. I remember I was interning and I just like saved up for this, and I bought it for myself for like maybe Christmas or something like that. But this is the Gucci Dionysus mini, I believe. And I got this on Fashion File just because I personally at that age was like, I can't spend whatever the full amount of this handbag is. So I believe I got it for like around maybe $1,300 to $1,500 on Fashion File, and I did get one that was in, I think, excellent condition. That's my hack for like saving money. If you want to buy a bag, see if Fashion File has it. This video is not sponsored, I wish it was, but see if they have it, and then see if they have it in excellent condition or maybe like very good condition, and you can save a pretty good chunk of money. But this bag, I would say at the time it was very trendy. Some of my favorite influencers had this and I would see it on them and I was like, yeah, I kind of want to buy it. So I did, and it has suede here. I got the taupe color, I believe. But as far as this bag goes, I will say I don't really see people carrying it anymore. I would say it was more of like a trendy piece. And the bag is heavy with nothing inside of it because the chain is heavy, like the hardware, because it is a designer bag. So like, it's gonna have nice quality stuff, but it does make it heavy. And then the other thing I will say is that this bag fits virtually nothing. Like, it's hard to use this on an everyday. I wouldn't even use this every day. Like, this is more of like a going out bag, but it's not super dressy because it is like this kind of like taupey color. So it's not the dressiest handbag, but the size of it kind of makes you want to only use it for really nice occasions, just because honestly, if you put too much in here, it's hard to get the little closure to snap. So I would say my phone fits, my wallet, you know, keys, lip gloss, and other than that, you're not going to be able to fit much in here. So it's just not the most comfortable bag for me. And then a big drawback is that it's heavy without having anything in it, because when you do put stuff in it and you are carrying it, it starts to get a little bit heavy. But I would just, I don't know, I would probably skip this one unless you really, really like the style of it and the shape and everything. But I will say that the bag is excellent quality. It's kind of just like, do you want a small bag like this? And for me personally now, I don't. And the outfits that I would wear this with, it's just like, I don't know, I wouldn't wear it with like a super dressy going out dress, just because I feel like this bag leans more casual just with like the coloring and the print of it. My next bag was this one from Saint Laurent. My parents got me this for Christmas, just some Christmas ago. I don't really remember, but here she is. Still have her in the dust bag because this bag is pretty fragile. Like, it gets messed up really easily. But I have the black YSL Lou Lou with the gold hardware, and originally I bought this, or I didn't buy it, but I asked for this because I was like obsessed with the Chanel classic flap, but the price point of that is just way too high for me or my parents. Like, they're generous and stuff, but they wouldn't spend, I think it's close to 10 grand on that handbag. So I opted for this one instead, just because it still is that nice quilted look. It has like the double strap, the gold hardware, it has the emblem kind of in the same place. But I will say that this bag, you have to be super careful with it, because I remember I got it for Christmas. I took it with me to Colorado on a vacation, and then I noticed that the leather was starting to look very scratched and worn, and like, I am pretty careful with my stuff, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is a purse. So like, you're gonna hang it on like door handles, you're gonna like set it on the ground occasionally, which you probably shouldn't, but like, you know, like, I was careful with it, but it still kind of gets really worn, which is, you know, unfortunate. But like, if you can just tell, it definitely looks used now. And for me personally, now I just use this as a going out bag if I'm going out to a nicer place, like a nice dinner or like a work event, something like that. But would I take this to the bar and like be drinking all night? No, because I think this is over $2,000, and just like the nature of the leather, I think it might be, I don't know if it's lambskin, I'm not entirely sure, but it is very prone to marks and scratches and stuff like that. But this is what it looks like, and then inside it just has this button closure, and it is nice that we have 2 compartments and then this little zippered pouch as well where you can put like smaller items. This one, for being a small bag, it does fit a lot. It fits way more than the Dionysus, and they are comparable in size, but this one is wider with more compartments. I will say if you are looking for a nice going out bag, this is a perfect option. You just have to keep in mind that it is kind of a more fragile piece. My next bag, I remember I got this because I had just finished my MBA and I was like, this would be the perfect work tote. So I feel like this is such a basic bitch thing, but I just went ahead and I got a Neverfull, also off of Fashion File. I think most of the bags that I bought myself were on Fashion File. So again, I just found one that was in, I think, very good condition, and it was around like $2,000, I think it was. But this one did not come with like that little pochette pouch, just because it was pre-owned, and the ones that did have that, you had to pay significantly more if you wanted that little pouch thing, and I was like, I honestly couldn't really give less of a shit about that. I just wanted the bag, so I bought it. It's the Demier Ebene. Again, this is kind of like my Louis Vuitton pattern that I tend to go for, and it has the red interior, which I just love a red interior. I don't know why. It has this. I feel like everyone has seen a Neverfull before, so I don't have to go super in depth, but it's still in really great condition, probably because I ended up using this for work for a brief period of time, and then I quickly realized that it wasn't small, or it was too small for what I wanted to use it for, which is like to put my laptop, my toiletry bag, like possibly workout clothes, my lunchbox. It simply does not fit all of that because I got the MM size, and the GM was just like, looking back, I probably should have gotten myself the GM, but then I wouldn't have felt comfortable using it for like running errands and like going to the grocery store and stuff, because that bag is like a boat. It's gigantic. But this one is a nice size if you're kind of like more petite and you want just like a, you know, running errands casual bag. I just like it. I mean, whatever, who cares? Moving on. Neverfulls are boring. They're so like overdone. Okay, moving on, we have another Louis Vuitton bag. I have probably, yeah, I have the most Louis Vuitton out of all of my designer stuff. I also have a suitcase from them, but I'm not going to show that in this video because it's not like a handbag. But anyway, I also got this one on Fashion File. It was still like, it was under $3,000, but I will probably say that it was between $2,600 and $2,800. But I did buy, and I'm so embarrassed now because like there's creases in it and it's a designer item that I should probably be taking better care of. But I have the OnTheGo tote. I just like don't have enough space in my closet to like stuff and display all of my bags. Like I just have a small closet. But I do have the OnTheGo in the classic like monogram. It has like the big monogram, the small monogram, and then monogram again, monogram again. And this one I did spill coffee on the inside of, but I think I did a pretty good job cleaning it. And this was my everyday work tote for like years. And I also wanted to mention that I bought it on Fashion File because at the time Louis Vuitton was doing black straps on the OnTheGo totes like this, so it would just be like all monogram with plain black leather straps, and I just felt like that was not matching the vibe of the bag. It kind of like clashed almost, like it just didn't look right to me, so I wanted one with the monogram straps. But this is what it looks like. Definitely if I like put stuff in it, all of the creases would come out. But it is a super nice bag. It has this compartment and then these two little slots. You definitely could get a bag organizer for this one too, which I might actually do because that will definitely help it keep its shape a lot better. But this is what it looks like. It is a pretty like massive bag. This I straight up do not carry for running errands. This is simply a corporate / travel tote for me. So if I'm going somewhere and I need to have a lot of stuff, I will bring it. It does get very heavy, but I mean, that's like to be expected if you're gonna be traveling with like a laptop and all of your daily essentials. So that is it for the OnTheGo GM. I would say like if I could only have one Louis Vuitton bag, I would probably pick this one just because it goes with like all of my work outfits and all of my outfits in general. Okay, lastly, we are moving on to my final designer bag. And this is the one that I got in Japan. I haven't used it, so it's still perfectly packaged up. But this is the Prada re-edition in the emerald green satin color. So here it is. I did film an unboxing, so definitely check out that video if you're interested. I'm not gonna like talk too much here about it, but it's just really pretty. I don't know, I just really liked it. And this one was only $1,087 because I did buy it in Japan tax-free and also at the Prada outlets there. So here it is. I know this is kind of like a rare find because they don't have it on the Prada website anymore, or at least they didn't last time I checked. But it's just a really cute little going out statement bag. Definitely like not something used for every day. And this bag, since it has crystals all over it, I definitely will be like very careful with, and you know, especially with like storing it and stuff. So that is pretty much it for today's video. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you all next time.